ask some questions?
Sure.
All right. Okay. I'll ask some questions. Okay. Who can tell me that the third point of the cell theory was given by?
Van Diemen,
Hmm?
Anton.
No. Third point of cell theory. The point that said that
Virchow.
only. Yes, Rudolf Virchow, isn't it? Okay. Who can tell me what did Anton von Leeuwenhoek did? What was the work of Anton von Leeuwenhoek?
He discovered living cells.
He discovered living cells. Okay. And who discovered the first cell?
Robert Hooke.
Very good. Robert. All right. So why is cell known as the structural and functional unit of life? Why? Why not anything else? Why just cell? Hmm?
Ma'am, because they are the smallest unit of life that can perform all the functions that make life possible.
Very good. Exactly. Because one single cell is also capable of independent existence, right? So in the unicellular organism, that one cell only performs every function. But in the case of multicellular organism, those cells start to form groups. They form tissues, organs, organ systems. All right. Very nice. Now, explain hypertonic solution. Hypertonic.
When the medium surrounding the cell has lower water concentration and lower water concentration, then the cell starts to shrink.
Why would the cell shrink?
Because of the flow of water from inside the cell outside the cell through the process of osmosis.
Very good. All right, so the cell will shrink, isn't it? Everyone agrees? Okay, very
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
All right, very good. Okay, now tell me, if we talk about the cell as being, you can say, independently existing, then what do I mean by division of labor? What do I mean by division of labor?
Certain functions that are divided onto certain organelles in the cell.
So will that division of labor be present in one cell?
Yes, ma'am.
It will be there. Or when the cells they form tissues, then they develop this division of labor that every single component has their own function. Because cell only is one commodity, so how will it be like? How will there be a division of labor? You getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is the cell wall of plants made up of?
Cellulose.
Cellulose, correct. And the cell wall of fungi? Yes, the cell wall of fungi is made up of
Chitin.
chitin. Very good. And what about the cell wall of bacteria? Hmm? What about the cell wall of bacteria? Anyone? Sarah? No. Samia?
Ma'am, peptidoglycan. Something.
Peptidoglycan. Very good. Then what about the cell wall of animals? What is it made up of, students?
Can you repeat?
The question, I talked to you about the cell wall of plants, fungi, bacteria, and you people gave me the right answer. Now I want to know what is the cell wall of animals made up of? It will be made up of something, right?
And there is no set wall.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Correct. Okay, who can tell me the full form of DNA?
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Deoxyribonucleic acid. All right, very good. Okay, so what is the difference between DNA and a chromosome? How would you differentiate a DNA and a chromosome? Tell me. If I ask you to differentiate between a DNA and a chromosome, what would you do? How would you do? Hmm? No one. First, tell me about DNA. Let's not differentiate. First, tell me about DNA. How would you describe DNA? DNA students, DNA, you know, right? Tell me, DNA. First of all, we all know that it stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. What is actually DNA? Why is it significant and why do we study about?
Ma'am, it carries genetic material.
It is the genetic material. DNA does not carry the genetic material. It itself is the genetic material. Who carries DNA? I do.
Chromosome.
Then who carries DNA?
From blood.
Blood. Yeah, in one way, but no, I'm talking about the cellular level, not blood. Who carries the DNA?
In mitochondria.
Mitochondria has a DNA of its own, that's right. But I am asking about inside the nucleus, our genetic material DNA is present, right?
Ma'am,
Now that DNA is not just present like that. It is present attached to something. Something carries that DNA.
ma'am,
What?
Chromosome.
Chromosome. Chromosome. You people remember I told you they are the physical carriers of DNA. I told you like this. They are the carriers of DNA. Remember? Okay.
And
All right. All right. Okay. Now tell me, what are the two types of cell division that takes place in the body of the organism?
mitosis and meiosis.
Mitosis and meiosis. Okay. Okay. Tell me, what is mitosis?
Ma'am, what?
What is mitosis? Mitosis.
Ma'am, mitosis is the division which helps in growth and development and repair of the body.
True. Yes. Correct. Okay. And someone would like to add some other point to it? Anyone else?
Ma'am, it takes place in somatic cells.
Okay. Wait. Let others answer also. Anyone else? Other than these 2 points?
The mother cell divides to form two identical daughter cells.
Correct. And what would happen to the number of chromosome students?
They would have 46 chromosomes each.
Hmm?
They would have 46 chromosomes each.
46. But that is for humans, na? That is for humans. Mitosis takes place in all the organisms. So you are right. They will have 46 chromosomes if we are talking about humans. But what if I'm talking about a dog? Then?
And it would have same chromosomes.
It would have the same chromosome as the parent. Now, however many is the chromosome, it would vary from organism to organism. Okay, who can tell me the difference between haploid and diploid? Also, Arhan, your video is not switched on. Hanan, your video is not switched on. Everyone switch on your videos. Arhan, switch on your video. And none of you are looking at your notebook and answering me, right?
No.
Okay, good. Answer honestly, because that's going to help you only, not me. Yes, so what was I asking? What is the last question I asked?
I'm haploid and diploid.
Difference between haploid and diploid. Tell me. Anyone? Sarah, would you like to tell me? No. You'll not like to answer anything today? No. Okay, who else?
Can I?
Who can answer? Say.
Haploid have one set of chromosomes and diploid have two sets of chromosomes.
Correct. Okay, Sarah, tell me, how would you denote a haploid cell? How would you denote it? If I want you to write haploid cell by denoting it, how would you denote it? Samia, you tell me.
Can I?
Anyone
Ma'am,
else? Wait.
N. Number N.
Yes, N. Correct. N. N is for haploid. 2N is for diploid. Right? Okay. All right. Now tell me something about, okay, what is the, okay, how many layers are present in a vacuole? Like a vacuole is a dash layered organelle. How many layers surround vacuole? Hmm? Have I taught you vacuoles?
What?
How
Can I
many?
know?
Yeah. I have taught. Yes. Tell me, Samia.
Ma'am, it is a
Ma'am,
single
Hannah.
organelle.
Yes. Correct. Organelle, no, it's organelle. Yes, you are right. Yeah, it is single membrane bound organelle. What is the name of the membrane of vacuole?
Cells are.
No. What are you
Could you
looking down?
repeat?
Chloroplast.
Tonoplast. Yes, Bharti. Very good. All right. Okay. Tell me, how many layered structure is a mitochondria? Arham, you tell me. The moment a student starts looking at the ceiling is khatre ki ghanti. How many membered layer is a mitochondria?
Two.
Double membrane.
Two membranes, right? Double membrane. Okay. Why? Okay, Arham, this question is to you only. Why is mitochondria called as the powerhouse of the cell? The easiest question.
It generates energy in the form of ATP.
What is the full form of ATP? Hanan, would you like to answer the full form of ATP? No. Okay, Bharti?
Adi,
Yes,
Can I?
yes. See? Yeah, yeah. See?
adenosine triphosphate.
Adenosine triphosphate. That is ATP. All right. Okay, now who can tell me properly why the chloroplast and mitochondria are known as semi-autonomous cell organs? Why not anyone else?
Can I?
Who said it? Hmm. Yes, answer.
They are known as semi-autonomous because they have their own DNA and ribosome.
Correct. So do they need the nucleus to regulate the division?
No.
No. Okay, good. Okay, yeah. Can you, who can tell me the name of the person who discovered Golgi apparatus?
Camillo Golgi.
Very good. Yes, Camilo Golgi. Okay. Okay. Okay, what are the two types of endoplasmic reticulum?
Smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum.
Okay. Who can tell me the difference between them? Students, be quick to unmute yourself. You people are like, you thinking, you look at the ceiling, then you look at me, the time is gone. Be quick.
In the rough endoplasmic reticulum, there is nucleus, and in smooth, there is no nucleus.
Nucleus? No, not
Sorry,
nucleus.
Ribosome.
ribosome.
Ribosome. Okay, what is the function of ribosome?
They synthesize proteins.
Correct. They synthesize protein. Now, like we talked about prokaryotes and we talked about eukaryotes, and we saw that there are many differences in between them, right? We have seen this.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
the prokaryotes do not have all the organelles, like all of them, that the eukaryotes do, isn't it? But the prokaryote has ribosome, isn't it? Ribosome is present in prokaryotes also and eukaryotes also. But what is the difference in between their ribosomes? The difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic ribosome. Arhan, switch on your video.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, students. What is the difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic ribosome? No one. The prokaryotic ribosome is 70S type and the eukaryotic is which type? 80S type. Okay, which part of the cell, when you stain it, it gets lightly, like it gets the lightest stain?
Cytoplasm.
Very good, cytoplasm. Why do we stain the cell, students? Yes, Sarah, tell me.
And we stain the cell so that we can see clearly inside the cell the things.
Yeah, so that we can visualize them because normally they are transparent. Okay. Why is the nucleus called as the control house of the cell? Why is the nucleus called as the control house of the cell? Why not party house? Why not something else house? Why only control house?
And because it controls and coordinates all the cell's activities.
Exactly. Controls and coordinate. It looks over every single cell activity. Okay, tell me one more thing. The nucleus has two membranes, right? Outer membrane and inner membrane. So the outer membrane has some unique structures present on it. What are they? What are they?
Is it nuclear pores?
Correct. Nuclear pore. And what is the function of nuclear pore?
So materials can move in and out of the nucleus to the cytoplasm.
Okay. Okay, tell me, is plant a eukaryote or a prokaryote?
Eukaryote.
Eukaryote. Okay, tell me, what are the components of a chromosome? What is the chromosome made up of? .
Chromatid.
Chromatid.
Chrom.
Yes, you are right. Chromatid is made up of chromatid. All right. Okay, now tell me, how would you describe the function of Golgi apparatus? Like, what would you say the function of Golgi apparatus is? Hmm?
It receives protein from the endoplasmic reticulum and modifies and sorts them for transport to
Very
their
good.
destination.
Yes, exactly that. Okay. What is nucleoplasm, students? Nucleoplasm? Nucleoplasm.
It makes up the cell nucleus.
Hmm?
It makes up the cell nucleus.
It makes up the cell nucleus. No. See, just like how the cell has cytoplasm, which is the fluid matrix in it, in which all the cell organelles and everything are embedded. Just like that, the plasma of the nucleus is nucleoplasm. Okay. Which type of division is called as a reductional division, students? Reductional division.
Meiosis.
Meiosis. Why?
Uh,
Because it divides the number of chromosomes.
It
It divides the number of chromosomes into.
it it reduces or it halves the number of chromosomes, right? For example, if the
Yes.
parent cell was 2n, then the daughter cells will be n. How many daughter cells are formed at the end of meiosis?
four.
4. Okay. Okay, students, now see this thing. I have this PDF for you. Are you people able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Let us solve some questions. Okay. Because now, since the syllabus for your upcoming test is over, so we'll do proper revision first so that you people, all of you are prepared. Now, see, today, some of you are giving the answers and some of you are not. It's fine. Okay. But you have to be so prepared that, when I ask a question, all of your mics would unmute, all of you would speak in such a way that I would not be able to hear anything. It should be like that. It should be like, okay, yes, ma'am, whatever you have taught, we remember it now. It's right now it feels like, okay, ma'am, you have taught us something. We'll see when the exam comes along. We don't want this. We want that everything that I've taught you should be at the tip of your tongue. Okay, so it's all right. Let us do the MCQs. Now see the first one. Cell is a Latin word for a little room. Who coined this term cell? Who gave the term?
Robert.
Robert Hooke.
Robert Hooke. Correct. Now, plasma membrane is
Semi-permeable.
Selective.
semi-permeable. Why not selectively permeable? Why is it not okay? Why is it not permeable? First of all, tell me this, the easy one. Why is it not permeable?
It allows the entry and exit of some materials.
It does not allow all of the things to come along, right? Okay, if you see the third question, the movement of water molecules through a selectively permeable membrane is called as
Osmosis.
osmosis or diffusion or plasmolysis.
Osmosis.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. Okay, Mohammed Heather, why have you joined so late today?
Sorry, ma'am. I was not have network.
You were not at home.
No, I was not have network.
Okay, you had network issues. Okay, try to be on time, okay? Like you have missed, I think, 40 minutes of the class.
Sorry, ma'am. I will not
That's okay.
make it take.
All right. Now the next question: a prokaryotic cell do not have defined nuclear membrane, do not have membrane bound organelles, have a single chromosome. All of the above.
All of the
Which
above.
one?
All of the above.
Everyone agrees?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Who's here in the class who is not able to answer these questions? Be honest. Like you are reading the questions, but you're like, I don't get it. Is there anyone like that? Because it's fine if you are. You can tell me. I can teach you. So tell me, is there anyone who's facing any problem while solving the questions? These questions are relevant. You people are understanding what the question is asking? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Very good. Now, dash is a system of membrane-wound vesicles arranged parallel to each other in stacks called as cisterns.
Golgi apparatus.
Golgi apparatus.
They have not given option D. See, it's blank. Okay, what if I write here ER? Then
Golgi apparatus.
Golgi apparatus.
Golgi apparatus, ma'am.
yes. Now, chromoplast are plant pigments which give which color?
Green.
Green color.
Green color.
Chromoplast. They're saying
C, ma'am.
chromo.
C, ma'am.
Yes, because which plastid gives green color?
Chlorophyll.
Chloroplasts.
Chloroplast,
Chloroplast.
ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, very good. All right, now mitochondria is
All of the
Powerhouse
above.
of the cell.
very good.
All of the above.
Lysozyme is called as suicide bag because
All of the above.
what about others? Which option?
All of the above.
All of the
No, all of the above.
All of the above.
Correct. The difference between plant cell and animal cell is that
Ma'am, A. Plant cell have cell wall which animal cell do not.
A.
A.
right. A. Everyone agrees?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When raisins are kept in plain water, water enters the raisins because raisins, you people understand, kishmish.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me what happens.
Because raisins do not have water.
Yeah, ma'am.
Or raisins contain concentrated solution inside. Because uh, if the raisins do not have water, okay, this we can consider, but look at the option D. What do you think about option D? What happens when any solution is concentrated?
The water will flow outwards.
Outwards. But don't you think a concentrated solution means more solute, less solvent? Isn't it? You're getting what I'm saying? The concentrated solution is the one, for example, you've taken half a glass of water and you've added 10 spoons of sugar. So that becomes a concentrated solution. Isn't it? Dilute means more water is there. Concentrated means less water is there. Raisins will have water. Have you people have eaten raisins, right? It's not
Yes, ma'am.
hard. If you throw raisin at someone, will the person get hit by it, like hurt by it?
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
right? Because it's soft. Raisins are soft. Why they are soft? They have water, but they have a concentrated solution. That is why the raisins, like whenever you keep it in water, they get swollen because of osmosis. Getting my point, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is from tissue, I think so. Yeah. Okay, let's do questions from tissue also.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine with everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the girth of stem or root increases due to the activity of
Lateral meristem.
Apical meristem.
Lateral
Lateral
meristem.
late. What is the meaning of girth, students?
Thickness.
Very good. Lateral. Very good. Very nice. Now, the cells of sclerenchyma tissue is dead and hard due to the deposition of
Pectin.
pectin. Pectin is present in collenchyma.
Lignin.
Lignin. Very good. Xylem consists of dash, dash, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. What are the two components that are missing?
Trachea vessel.
Which one?
MC. Tracheids and vessels.
Trachea and vessel.
Correct. Phloem contains
All of these.
All of
all of these.
no, ma'am. Sieve tube.
Yeah, they contain sieve tube because tracheids and vessels are present in xylem. What are the components of phloem?
Ma'am, phloem parenchyma, phloem fiber, sieve tube, and companion cells.
Correct. Very good. Inner lining of mouth and esophagus are covered with which kind of epithelium? Inner lining of mouth and the esophagus.
Ma'am, stratified
They are
squamous.
stratified squamous. What about others? You people tell me. Hmm? Yes, tell me. No one. Okay, I'll give you one hint. It is the most simple kind of tissue. Most simplest. Which is the simplest kind of tissue? The pavement epithelium is squamous epithelium. The most simple kind of tissue is present. Okay. Okay, tendons connect.
Muscle to bone.
What would connect? Tendons connect muscle to bone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, which is the tissue that would be connecting bone to bone? Unmute and speak, Sarah. Unmute and speak. I can't hear you when you lip sync.
And ligament.
Yes, ligaments connect bone to bone. Very good. So tendons would connect bone to muscles, right? Or muscles to bone. Now, striated muscles, they are also called as skeletal muscles. They have dark and light bands. They are also voluntary muscles. What is the answer? Where are these muscles present, students? Striated muscles? This you people don't remember?
No.
None of you remember striated muscles. See, there are three kinds of muscles in our body. Striated muscles, which is also called as skeletal muscles. Okay. Then there is this thing, involuntary muscles, meaning the smooth muscles are there. And then there are the cardiac muscles. Three muscles are there. Skeletal muscles are like all of these points are correct about. Skeletal muscles are those that have striations. Striations mean like stripes, dark stripe, light stripe, dark stripe, light stripe, because of which they are called as striated. And these muscles, they are present in all of our body. Wherever it is like movement or locomotion is required, these muscles are present there. So they are voluntary muscles, meaning you can control them on your own will. So all of the above would be the answer. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Where will the cardiac muscle be present, students?
Heart.
Heart. Correct. Now dendrites, tell me about dendrites.
Short branches of neuron.
Short branched parts in a neuron. Okay, why not transmitting part of a neuron? Because we are talking about dendrites. Why not transmitting part of a neuron? Like when you people answer the MCQ, do you just see and you're like, no, this is the answer. I don't know anything else. When I ask you about the rest of the options, you people don't say anything. Is it like that? That's your approach? I know this answer. This is all I know. I don't know anything else. Tell me, why not transmitting part of a neuron? You people are able to hear me, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Why not transmitting? Because the transmitting part of a neuron is the axon. That's why. Because of the axon only, the nerve impulses, they get transferred from one neuron to another neuron. So dendrites, they are short branch parts in the neuron. Now talking about adipose tissue. What does the adipose tissue do?
All of the above.
Acts as an insulator to the body, found below skin and between organs, is fat storing tissue. Yep, all of the above. Which one of the following is not a connective tissue?
No.
No, correct. Okay, apart from bone, blood, cartilage, what other connective tissues you people have studied?
Tendons.
Tendon,
Ligaments.
ligaments. What else? Tendons, ligaments, you are right. Apart from these two, what else? That's it.
It's muscle tissue.
Muscle tissue is not a connective tissue. There are two of them that you're still missing. Two of them that you're still missing.
Adipose.
Adipose tissue. And one more. Areolar tissue. Remember? Areolar tissue. So all in all, blood, bone, cartilage, tendon, ligament, areolar tissue, and adipose tissue. That's all the different kinds of connective tissue. Yeah. Okay. Tell me, what are the three types of neurons, students? Three types of neurons. Sensory neuron, motor neuron, association or relay neurons, right? Okay, who can name all the plant hormones?
What?
Name all the plant hormones.
Um,
Amoxin,
Auxin, okay. Then
Cytokinin.
Cytokinin,
ethylene,
ethylene, correct. Then gibberellic acid, abscisic acid, isn't it? All of these. Now, out of all of the hormones, which one is called as the stress hormone?
Abscissus.
Abscisic acid. Yes, correct. Okay. Okay, what if I say plant hormones? What is the other word that I can use for plant hormone? Phytohormone. I'm asking you very basic questions, not even a level. I'm asking you whatever I've taught. Okay. Now tell me, what is a synapse? What is a synapse? It is a gap in between the two neurons, wherein the neurotransmitter from one neuron goes to the another neuron, right? That is synapse or synaptic gap or synaptic cleft. Okay. Now what is the, give me one last question. Give me one example of a neurotransmitter. Give me one example of a neurotransmitter. Again, a very simple question.